Hello and welcome to a ARMA free editor tutorial. In the ARMA free Discord, official Discord, someone mentioned he is struggling with chaining trigger events to each other. His ultimate goal was to have an enemy move into an area, which is marked here by the flags or the trigger area. And this event, the enemy moving into the area, will start a task or a destroy mission for the player, which is these tasks. And once all enemies inside the area are killed, the task or the mission becomes completed. Now, what I did is I placed two triggers. The first one will detect if the enemy has moved into the area. You can see it here. It's set to opt for detect present, and it's set to 10 seconds timeout, which means the enemy has to be at least 10 seconds inside the checked area for this trigger to fire up. If it fires up, it will give us some debug information in form of a hint and a system chat. It will actually tell us how many are in the area, which is count this list. But that's not really important. What is important is it has to be set to not repeatable, otherwise the second trigger condition will not work. Now the second trigger checks for an opt for not present. What's really important is that this second trigger has a special condition, because right now if I start up the mission, the trigger will check for opt for in the blue area here, and he will find that there is not a single opt for man in the area, so it would become true and would complete the destroy mission, but that's too early because the enemy hasn't even started moving in, so we can't have this mission set to complete it. What I actually did is I added the condition of trigger activated enemy detect. Enemy detect is the name of our first trigger, which will detect if opt4 has started moving into the area. And trigger activated is a command that evaluates if the first trigger has been activated. I will post a link to the Bohemia Interactive Wikipedia for this command, so you can read up on how it works yourself. What's absolutely vital is that this stays in the condition. Now, this is the Boolean value of activation condition. What does this mean? This will become true once these both conditions are met. If we don't have that, the second trigger will fire as soon as the first trigger is fired, because it will not care about what this is set to. It won't care that is opt for not present or present, it won't matter. And now it will evaluate also that this is true. So it will, the whole trigger, the second trigger named cleared area, will become true, will become active once the first was activated and its own conditions are met. It will also give us some debug information, and it will set the second, it will set the whole destroy mission to completed, and it will also have this field truck move into the area, which is this condition, trigger activated cleared area. So the whole scenario will be enemy moves into the area, I get the mission to kill all enemy in the area, I will kill all enemy in the area, and then our fuel truck, civilian fuel truck, can drive up to us, and yeah, that's it. Let's see how it plays out in single player. Please keep in mind that I use ACE free and CBA. It should not impact the whole scenario. I might also use Eden enhanced and Sen, which is SUSE enhanced. great mods, make your life a lot easier, and CBA and ACE are just some standard mod extensions, mod stuff that most servers have. So the enemy has passed into the area. The trigger is now counting down 10 seconds and will tell us now. You can see we have been assigned the task to clear the area. It also told us that 4 enemies are detected in this area. And we have been assigned the task to clear the area of all enemy forces, which is this area. This is actually where the module was placed. Let's do this. Throw a grenade. So you see, no OPFOR is present. Our task has been set to completed, and now the civilian truck is on the move, as you can see in the bottom left, and should come over this hill any second now. Yeah. We will get a second hint or another hint once the civilian truck has completed its waypoint. There we go. And that would actually complete this mission now. I have tried it, but you actually cannot directly sync a waypoint to a mission task. So you would have to use another empty trigger. But that's for another time. I will put this mission into the download section. I hope you could learn something from this. Keep in mind what I said. You have to put this into the condition. For the triggers, you can chain as many triggers as you want to each other. You can also combine multiple triggers to be the condition of another trigger. You can set the trigger conditions as you want, and I think those are the basics to build a little bit more complicated but also more rewarding missions that do not require a SUS or could actually take away the workload from the SUS, so you can focus on more important stuff. That's it. Thank you for watching, and see you around.